Hey y'all, this is Lydia. I've been feeling magic in the air lately, so I'm conjuring up the wee folk with this magical forest or ancient forest deck, whatever it's called. The bottom of the deck says acceptance, starry night, and that's fitting right now. Accepting where we are, accepting how we're feeling, accepting where other people are, and for the love of God, do not get into any verbal altercations or fights with Mars retrograde in Gemini. Just keep it stroking. Let people be who they want to be, and let yourself be who you want to be. It is a beautiful energy of just expressing yourself however you feel, bearing in mind that this is only in alignment if we're in our hearts, if we are not doing it at the expense of others, because that is not love. We can be ourselves and we can set our boundaries and be loving at the same time. But let's see what the cards have to say. We are in the 58th gene key in the gene key system, which is the gene key of vitality. And that's been a recurring message that's been coming up, is getting into the body, being in our vital energies, which can be easier said than done with Mars retrograde. But at the same time, with Jupiter entering Aries, things are slow enough where it's almost like this is what we're being asked to do. This is like what's in full forward in front of us right in our face, is to get into the body and out of our heads, because Mercury is also slowing down on Pluto, and it can be very easy with the disposer of the South Node being Pluto to overanalyze right now, to get too caught up in the details. This isn't a time to figure anything out. This is a time to get into the body and to be, and to allow the energies to work for us, and to allow the energies to move, and to honor them by not trying to force anything at this time. But what do the wee folk have to say? What do the fairies have to say? Expansion, that's Jupiter. That is a fruit-laden tree. And it's funny because today a recurring symbol that's been coming up is the tree of life and the fruit that bears the tree. And I think that's also in this gene key, the 58th gene key, this idea that we are an extension of the fruit is the extension of us. Like, we are creators, we are these creator beings, and there is always abundance, and we're always producing and we're always creating. So this is an energy too of being in the knowing that we are the masters of our reality, and we are natural creators, and we can use that to our favor. We can use that to our advantage. And Jupiter is fortune. It's that fortune energy. It can feel like things are moving slow right now, but in the undercurrent, in the energetic undercurrent, not so much. A lot is working for us. This is about allowing the energies to tell us what to do and allow the energies to work through us. So not necessarily trying to feel like, because it's Capricorn season, I'm supposed to be busy. If you're not busy right now, it's because you're not supposed to be busy right now. And to really slow down if that's what you're being called to do, and to be in that stillness energy, which is a big theme of the 58th gene key as well. In the I Ching, it's the image of two lakes, or a reflection of a lake, of a still lake. And this idea that we can often disturb the waters, and this is not necessarily to our highest advantage, because it's in the stillness we can access our vitality. It's in the stillness we can access that beautiful creative energy, and to pull ourselves into that awareness that we are creators, and that we are in an abundant, infinite universe, and there really is no lack. And if we allow ourselves to look at our reality in that way, for even brief moments, if we can just catch glimpses of that feeling of abundance and that feeling of expansion, we can remind ourselves that that is the truth, and that that is a beautiful thing. And while we can't necessarily force ourselves into that space, by being in that energy of acceptance, and accepting where we are in our lives, and accepting that we are exactly where we're meant to be, we can actually open up to that magical energy of just this expansive, abundant, fruitful energy, and to allow that to be as well, not necessarily have to do anything or to make something of it. And Mars retrograde is slowing us down just enough so that we can actually tap into that. So if you aren't busy right now and you're being called to be still, and that's giving you a restless feeling, accept that restless feeling, but at the same time, allow it to work through you, allow it to flow through you, so that you can get beyond it and into that beautiful stillness of a beautiful lake energy, and to allow that expansion to really root down in you, so that you can be in your creativity, and you can be in this energy of allowance and allowing things to work for you. And quantum leaps is another thing that's been coming up lately, and that's how we get into the quantum leap energy. It's very counterintuitive, but we can't force or will ourselves into a quantum leap. It's more of this energy of allowing the energies to propel us forward by getting out of their way and getting out of our own way. So let's pull one more. Yeah, it's all energy. And this fire spirit, fire is that vital energy. It is vitality. It is our life force, and it wants to come through us. And counterintuitively, we think of Mars as the planet of action, but this is about allowing that energy to manifest within us by opening ourselves up to receive it, and to not try to do anything in particular, not try to make anything happen necessarily, but to allow these energies to work through us by being present, by being with ourselves, and by being still long enough to really feel that energy working through us. And breath work can help with that. Breathing, closing our eyes, being in nature, and allowing that feeling, that tingling feeling, to come in and inviting that energy in. And again, this can actually require us to allow any sort of restless energy or wanting to be busy energy to really flow through us without us trying to change it, so that we can naturally move past it and to allow this energy to come through us in a really beautiful, magical way. So I'm sending love and wishing you well. Bye.